Hello, everybody. Do you know that getting an artificial replacement is for your own good? In fact, it does more good to you to get a dental restoration when you have a missing teeth than to live without a replacement. Okay? Now, in today's video, I'm going to be educating you on reasons why you should get a dental replacement, reasons why you should get an artificial replacement for your missing teeth. Okay, now I would love you to hold on, sit tight, and watch this video to the end while I educate you. Okay, now let's get to business. First of all, getting an artificial replacement for your missing teeth restores smiles and confidence. Yes, you heard me right. Now, if you have a missing teeth, if you have one or two missing teeth in your mouth, you discover that you are unable to smile in public. You are unable to communicate effectively with people. Your level of confidence even drops. You find it difficult to smile in public. Now, we are here to let you know that it is not the end of the world. Simply because you have a few missing teeth in your mouth does not mean that you do not deserve the right to smile again. We are here to restore your smiles and confidence, okay? So getting an artificial replacement will restore that smiles and renew your confidence once again, right? That is one of the reasons why you need to get an artificial replacement so that you smile again and so that your level of confidence also increases. Okay, now getting an artificial replacement also improves speech. Now if you have a missing teeth, especially your front teeth, you discover that you are unable to pronounce certain words correctly. You are unable to pronounce certain sentences correctly. Okay, now it is because of the missing teeth that you have. Now getting an artificial replacement will improve your speech. It will help you to speak correctly and properly as you should. When you get an artificial replacement, it will enable you to pronounce those words you cannot pronounce when you never had the replacement. Okay, now that is why you need to get an artificial replacement so that you be able to speak properly, especially in public. Getting an artificial replacement also prevents the overgrowth of the opposing teeth. Okay, now if you have a missing teeth on the lower arc of your mouth, which is the mandible, the teeth that is opposing that empty space will tend to overgrow and occupy the space, right? And then this overgrowth now will cause malocclusion, and it will cause certain level of pain and discomfort to you as a person, especially when you are chewing or performing functions with your mouth. Okay, now in order to avoid that, we advise that you get an artificial replacement, get a denture. Okay, now when you get this denture, it will stop the teeth from overgrowing because there is no empty space for it to grow into. All right, now getting an artificial replacement also prevents what we call the tilting of the adjacent teeth. Now, what I simply mean here is when you have a missing teeth, right? The teeth that are closest to the empty space tend to shift a little bit into the space, right? Now, when they shift a bit into the space, they also cause malocclusion, which can cause pain and discomfort also to you as a person, right? But then when you have a denture or when you have an artificial replacement in that space, it prevents the shifting or the tilting of the adjacent tooth. It maintains that space and it corrects your occlusion. It helps maintain proper bite and occlusion. Okay, now getting an artificial replacement also improves your chewing. It helps you to chew properly. You find out that when you don't have certain teeth in your mouth, you are unable to chew properly, you are unable to chew some foods properly. Okay, but when you have this dental replacement, you will be able to chew properly, you'll be able to eat properly, and then chewing is the first step of digestion. That means you'll be able to have proper digestion. Okay, so getting an artificial replacement aids in chewing, which overall aids in proper food digestion. Now, getting an artificial replacement helps in what we call load distribution while chewing. Now, this is because when you are chewing and you have a missing teeth, the standing teeth is going to be bearing excessive load from the food you are eating. It is going to be performing multiple functions than it is designed to perform. Okay, and this is going to make it to wear out. It's going to cause tooth attrition, tooth abrasion, and it's going to cause alveolar ridge resorption. Okay, now in order to avoid this, we advise you get an artificial replacement. Why? So that the artificial replacement will also bear some of the load while you are chewing, thereby reducing stress for the natural teeth in your mouth. Okay, now next here is getting an artificial replacement helps in maintaining your facial structure. Yeah, I'm going to explain. Now, when you get an artificial replacement, it helps in maintaining your facial structure. Why? Because when you don't have a number of teeth in your mouth, there is what we call the shrinkage of the alveolar ridge. And then you discover that the vertical dimension of your mouth is reducing. Now, when you see older patients that do not have teeth, you find out that their face is kind of shrinking. The face is kind of, I'm going to put images so that you see and understand what I'm trying to say, okay? Now you discover that their face is kind of shrinking and it's kind of it looks smaller than normal. That is because of the absence of the teeth in their mouth, and then they are not using replacement. But then if you are using a replacement, you will be able to maintain your facial structure, thereby improving general aesthetics. I hope you now understand the reason why you need an artificial replacement. And then if you have a missing teeth, I want to believe you'll be on the way to your dentist anytime from now. Now, I've made a video earlier on the different types of dental restorations. I said we have dental crowns and bridges, we have dental implants, and then we have dentures. Okay, you can do well to get any of these, and I'm very sure it will help you. And I'm going to put the link to that video in the description box for this video. Okay, I hope I've done justice to this video. I would love to see your comments in the comment section. My name is Joel Jethro and I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.